Award-winning children's book author Renetta Daniels has had 6 books out since we last saw her here on Talk of the Town. She's here now to tell us about her latest book, which can help kids who suffer from anxiety. Good to have you back. Number one, congratulations on the award. So we'll talk about that one in a moment. But the newest book in the series is on anxiety. And there are 2 deals on this one because you've got a good one for kids, but also for adults as well.
Correct.
Yeah, so tell me about this book.
So my illustrator and I actually joined together to create a series on anxiety. We did the children's book with a matching coloring book, and it's basically helping children to identify those feelings that they may feel with, like separation anxiety, anxiety going to the dentist, just those different feelings that are not sure what's happening with their body.
All right, and then why then the companion book on this for adults?
Because as adults, we definitely deal with anxiety on a daily basis, but I feel like sometimes it's not talked about. So that is discussing anxiety, but also like the chemical balances that's happening in your body that's causing those anxieties, and then ways to cope with it.
All right, and there may have been maybe even more of that of late, just for some folks with the economy, and still some folks trying to cope coming out of the pandemic.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so if you will, you've got some other books that are here. If you will, let's start on the end and tell me about the one that you've got here on your left.
Okay, so this is the affirmation journal for young boys, young teens, just helping them to build that self-esteem and deal with the different things that we face in society today.
And I guess there's a companion piece here. You've got one for young men, one for young ladies, but I'm assuming, especially for young guys, this may be something that there isn't enough of out there for them.
I agree. I agree. And actually, a customer asked me to create that book because originally I only had the one for young girls, because I know typically girls enjoy writing. It's a great way of expressing herself. And she was like, well, we need one of these for our young men because they're definitely dealing with a lot.
All right. So, and then what's this one here?
So this is a bilingual book on opposites. So it's teaching children opposites, learning differences, and the illustrations are great to actually help them comprehend the differences.
And you've got another book that I'll pick up here on the other end, because you mentioned that this one is bilingual. I think there's one down here on the end that is bilingual, and especially in the growing area that we're in Nashville and so many coming in, that's got to be great as well.
Yes, so they're both printed in English and Spanish, just translating so that it can be more inclusive to include diversity.
And I would also think too, just for some folks who maybe it's a great way to start someone who's English to want to learn more about speaking Spanish.
Absolutely. And then when you catch them at a young age, it's easier to learn a second language.
For sure. All right, so we've got a few other books here, but I do want to talk about this award. Since the last time you were here, you are now an award-winning author. So tell me about the award.
So this was one of the young ladies that I met while I was out doing events. She was inspired by the work that I was doing and the passion that I have for children and diversity. And she entered me into this award, which is called the Dare to Dream Award. I had never heard of it. Typically, it was only in Alabama, but this past year in 2024 they expanded it to Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, and of course Alabama. And amongst those 4 states, I don't remember how many ladies was included in it, but I won overall for the Visionary Award for my business, Reading with Netta.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. Congratulations on everything that's happening to you. We will link where you can purchase her book from her website on ours in the Talk of the Town area at newschannel5.com.